All right, time to build. And we got some fun here because there's two different Canoptek Wraiths so far, I think. That's the only two I found. There was one way back in 45 and also in 68. And what's funny is, if you know your Canoptek Wraiths, you know that they're all a little slightly different. The pose is just a little different enough. Because there are like 3 per unit. So there's 3 different poses. But what's fun is these directions they're both exactly the same. It's the same sprue and all the same. The one with like the curly Q tail. Let's see here. It's the curly Q tail. So I mean, sure. I think the 2 sprues. I mean, there are the same numbers and everything, but you can see. First of all, like the tails are the mirror image over here and over there. And you can tell that they are definitely not, the same tails, but they go in the same place, same way. So, and I think every single other piece is exactly the same. So I would think that these might be a little different, and they're not. I mean, those are exactly the same. So it's really just the tail, even the spike here, that's the same. So it's just kind of funny. So if you're like me and haven't put any of them together, it doesn't matter. Just grab a sprue, grab one of the issues, and you should be good to go. But let's, because I noticed there's some call outs down here. Clipping, we all know how to clip. We've been over this 1,000 times. But they also have, when assembling the gun, do not glue the arms into the side of the weapon. So, yeah, don't glue the gun in. Yeah. So that's the same kind of thing with the spider. You want to clip out the legs. You never clip like everything out at once, regardless. But yeah, they want to make sure that you don't clip these little spindly legs out, or claws, whatever they want, whatever you want to call them. Don't clip them all out. You put them one at a time so you get them in the right spot. So let's see. This looks all okay. So yeah, so here's the gun particle caster. Canoptek Wraith can be equipped with a trans-dimensional beamer instead of a particle caster. There's the whip coils. Can be equipped. That's kind of the other option besides from the head. The head does nothing. You can put whip coils on or not. I would definitely not put them on because they just look like they are going to get caught on everything and they'll break off anyway. And if you have them, just make sure that your opponent knows. I mean, just play fair. But it is cool though that the guns. Be right back. All right, right back at it. So the particle caster has a devastating wound, so that's nice. But the beamer has like 3 wounds. The devastating wound, one devastating wound. So the beamer's got 3. It's lower strength. I don't know. You just got to figure it out. Sorry, I got the allergies going today. But at least as long as you remember not to glue and don't lose these pieces, you'll be able to swap them out easy. So that's good. That's good news. All right, so so let's get building here. All right, we got our sprues. We got our glue. Got our scriber. Got our snips. That's about it. That's about all you're gonna need. Let's see here. So we've got some initial builds here. It's like 2 pieces of the body and the shell. And the shell's got pieces. 2021, start off with that. So, whoops, upside down. 20, 21, there we go, okay. So flat, not flat. Flat goes against the fig. And just clip away. Make sure you know what you're clipping. Especially when you get like a little fiddly piece like, oh yeah. Let's go over here first. And make sure you're just clipping the sprue off. Let's go the other way. There. Easy peasy. And like I said, probably 1,000 times, this is the the Citadel brand that actually came with the subscription. But I do have a Tamiya scriber, which I bought at the local modeling store. I might have gotten this off of Amazon, actually. I think it was Amazon. The local, I don't know why the local store doesn't carry Tamiya for some reason. I don't know why. It's awesome stuff. I use their glue exclusively now. I was watching a Gundam guy. Those guys are crazy. They're really good modelers. I mean, they really like alter some of those things, those Gundams. And he told me, he told a video about this stuff, the extra thin. Did you see that? Yeah, there you go. It's got a little brush in it. Very nice. I like the brush. If you're wondering, my daughter's in bed, so you won't get a glimpse of her fingernails, whatever she's got going on with them now. I think they're actually clean. No polish on them because she's in school now, so. Alright, just a little, like a little tail plate there. Yeah, so there's a little brush, and you just paint the glue on. Does an amazing job. And yes, put it on both sides, both pieces. Works a lot quicker and better that way. And so we'll do the bigger part, 24, 25. 24, 25. I can read upside down. Let's go around the other way. Just got to be careful when you get in, because there's so little that is left there. Got to make sure. So you could be like cutting that like bridge off. So just watch what you're doing and move the piece around like I did. You saw me there. I started to kind of go in with a piece like that to snip, but then I flipped over the sprue and snipped the other way because it just felt more comfortable. I get that. That's probably going to butt up against something. So you want to make sure that that's clean. And let's see, the only other thing is a sanding stick and toothbrush. It's always nice. And this is the extremely old sanding stick. I need to And sometimes it's so small, the piece is so small. I mean, like this little thing here, or these things. It's like that's a pin to stick into here. So you don't want to cut the pin off, but you got to get so close. Sometimes what you'll want to do is come down and like leave a bunch of the pin behind so that you can then come in with it off the sprue and easy to see, and then snip that. It's a lot easier and safer for your piece. All right. And this cement is it's pretty magical. It starts a chemical reaction and starts melting the plastic. So these pieces are like cemented together. If you ever thought you could take apart something glued together with this stuff, man, you cannot. And another nice to have are some, whatever those are called. We'll move on to 26 and 27, which is 27 and 26 is on the other side. I think I'll flip these over too. Clothespins, that's what they're called. See, so I left a bunch there so I could come in and now do a much better job of clipping that off. I'm just going to go straight to gluing these things together here. I've been building so much I'm starting to run out of glue.